probably motivates different teams in different ways. The way that I hope that it motivates us is that we're able to take that respect and turn it into something tangible as early as this Saturday. It's better than being ranked second or third, but in the end of the day, of course, where you want to be ranked first is at the end of the season like we were last year. We don't talk about it a lot, other than to say it really doesn't mean a lot. It's a sign of respect of what other people have done or of what you did last year, not what you're going to do tomorrow or today. So, of course, there's a lot of things we're proud of. The 8 national championships, the fact that we had the highest grade point average in the country last year, I think that's incredible. And you don't want to dismiss those kinds of things, because a team that wins a national championship and has the highest grade point average in the country in the same year, I don't imagine that that happens very often at all. So we want to take that success that we've had in the past, on the field and off the field, and certainly use that to keep ourselves going for the future and help us set obtainable goals. I think so. We're used to having high expectations, and we want to have high expectations. And if you look on my wall over here, you see our goals that I have pinned up for myself and for our team. So we'll look to have energy and enthusiasm and a so what kind of attitude from our new guys, and we'll look to try and have a little bit of leadership and direction from our returning guys, and try and mix the two together and come up with a formula that helps us stay successful. Well, that first match is always a learning experience, because you think you've done some things well in your preseason, and you have, but there's some things that you thought you took care of that you find out you didn't. I went and watched my son's high school team play last night, and when the goalkeeper got the ball, he didn't know if he was going to punt it or throw it, and it took him to halftime to figure that out. So there'll be some things that we're going to look at and say, oh my gosh, how did that get through, and why aren't we doing that well? But there'll also be some things that we will do well and we'll build on. So hopefully our strengths will be more than enough to get us through the match on Saturday and then lead us into the rest of the season. Well, a couple kids that you wouldn't have heard of last year that were here. Ace Lawandiso Ganya played in the JV team last year, and he's a South African that came in and had a fantastic spring, scored against Belmont, scored against Louisville, and he's come in good shape, and he's probably going to get a start up front. And another young man that was here last year named Joe Tate, we redshirted him last year in order to get him eligible, because he was a professional in England for a year. So the rules state that he has to be on campus for a year and pass his courses, so he met that criteria, and his amateur eligibility was reinstated over the summer. So those would be two guys that were here last year that didn't make as much of an impact on our outcomes, but this year I think it's better to have competition. We're capitalists here, so we want to know what you've done lately and what you're going to do coming up here in the near future. So having competition is great for all three of our goalkeepers, and it's great for our team as well to know that the guy that's in goal for us on that particular game is going to be somebody that has worked hard all week long and earned the spot.